or 16. So let's just put that over here, 16 plus. So we know square is 16. Okay, let's go over to the triangle. Do you guys know the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2, right? Base times height divided by 2. You know Saxon's going to try to trick you, right? So you got to be aware of that. You got to be careful. This 5 has absolutely nothing to do with the area of this triangle. Okay, so don't use it for anything. You have to find the base and the height and divide it by 2. Well, let's find the base. It doesn't tell us the base, and it's not 7. Do not say that it's 7, okay? But we know that this is 4 up here, and then this whole thing is 7. So do 7 minus 4, that's going to give you 3, okay? So, because what we're saying is the whole thing is 7, this must be 4 right here. And then 4 plus 3 is 7, so all together it's 7. So that's why that's 3. And we already know the height because we just found it over here. The height is 4. Okay? So now, base times height divided by 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, there's your area for that. The last thing we need to find area on is your circle. Here we go. Area equals pi r squared. Okay? So we have 3.14 times r squared. 2 is your r, so it's 2 squared, which is 4, right? So 3.14 times 4 is going to give you 12.56. Okay, I know you're going to be able to tell that that video got edited because Kayla won some. What was my mistake? I mean, everyone makes mistakes. I'm not going to make you watch that, right? Okay, what's my mistake here? This answer is not 12.56 for the area because you have to do what? You have to divide it by 2. You can just only have a circle. I was like getting the wrong answer. I'm like, I don't even know why. Okay, 6.28. So 6.28 over here. So that's going to be 16 plus 6 plus 6.28. Woo! 28.8 is also 28.28 is also your area. Okay, not always going to happen like that. Don't just like repeat the answer of the perimeter to your area. But anyway, it does for this one. Woo! We survived that one. Okay. Example 2. Look what it says. Find the area of the shaded portion of the figure. Okay, so only this part right here is the shaded portion, right? Well, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to find the area of that, and then you're going to restar the area of these two because these are not shaded, okay? So that means you're going to do area of this thing. Okay, this is easy as pie, right? 10 times 15 is the area of the whole thing. Okay, so we have 10 times 15 is 150. If you feel like you want to try the examples before you watch the video or something like that, it's totally fine. These videos are for you. Okay, then you're going to restar the area of the circle and the area of the triangle. Let's do area of the triangle because it's super rapido. Base times height divided by 2. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So we're taking away that 15 from this one. Okay, area of the circle is also easy. Just remember the formula. Say it to yourself if you need to. Area equals pi r squared. So it's going to be 3.14 times what squared? 4 squared, which is 16. So let's just put that there. So we have 3.14 times 16, 50.24. Okay, so we're also going to be minusing that. 150 minus 15, and then 100, and then that answer minus 50.24. Let's make sure we got the right answer. And then Miss just going to mess up again. Or that Miss Jessica can't put it in her calculator. 84.76. Woo, that's the answer. Okay, so that one's actually a little bit easier than the first one. Woo. Okay guys, I'm not gonna even write down example 3 for you because I'm just gonna talk you through it because it's super, super easy. Because what it's doing is testing your knowledge of the volume formulas. So I'm gonna give you the volume formulas. You wanna write those in your book, but don't write them like in the lesson. That's not gonna help you because you're gonna have to find it every time. You wanna write those in the front of your book. Some of you guys might already have them in the front or the back or the front page or whatever. So check for them first. But then if not, you wanna write them in your book or write them in a notebook so that you remember. Volume is the measure of the capacity of something, right? So areas inside an object, perimeters around it. Volume is in it. For example, I don't know where my water bottle is, but if you have a water bottle, right, you're measuring how much can fit inside, that's going to be your volume, okay? Which means there's 3 dimensions. It's not just like length times width. Now it's length times width and height. The height matters for the volume. So just to go over your volume formulas with you, you have volume equals the area of the base times the height. That is your forever formula, area of the base times the height. But there's certain shapes that doesn't apply for. Okay, like for instance, if you have a cone or a pyramid, look on page number 15. Cones or pyramids are just 1/3 of a cylinder, 1/3 of like a water bottle. Okay, you can stick a cone inside and that's only 1/3 of it. So that means that you have to take the area of the base times the height, the normal volume formula, but then you have to divide it by 3. Or multiply it by 1/3. So you can write this either way. You can write it 1/3 times area of the base times the height, or you can write area of the base times the height divided by 3. And either way, that's going to give you the volume of the cone and the pyramid. Okay, what I mean by that is like, look, if you want to find the volume of this thing, like a cup, okay, you're going to go area of the base times the height, right? But let's say that you have a cone. Look how the cone is like 1/3 of the cup because there's 1, 2, 3 cones. Okay, that's why you have to divide it by 3. Then the sphere. Let's just put a big blue box around the sphere because the sphere is just different altogether, always. Okay, the sphere is like a ball, right? The pelota. Like you can't see it, that's great. Okay, like a soccer ball, right? You're trying to find the volume that fits inside the ball. Totally different formulas. You're gonna see a formula in the book that's not this. I just suggest that you use this one, honestly. It's the easiest one. Not the easiest one to remember, the easiest one to use, okay? Because there's no guessing in it. Just 4/3 times pi r cubed, r to the 3. And just so that you guys know that you write it down, the surface area of a sphere is completely different too. And so the book like forgets to teach it to you. It's 4 pi r squared, okay, for the surface area. And that'll come up in one lesson so that you know that. Okay, so like look at your example 3. It says find the volume of the cylinder. The area of the base is 242. Well, cylinder is your normal formula. Okay, you can even put that there. But a lot of times they're not going to tell you it's a cylinder. But if you don't hear cone, pyramid, or sphere, then you're dealing with the normal formula. So it's area of the base times the height. Look at the area of the base. It's 242. Okay, and what's the height? So right there, it's 10. Meters cubed. Okay, there is your answer, 2,420. That's all you do. Area of the base times the height, okay?